Today's video is brought to you by the Ridge wallet, ridge.com/PIMPNITE. The Ridge is a quality, minimalistic front pocket product designed to upgrade from the old, bulky wallet. The Ridge is slim, RFID blocking, holds up to 12 cards and room for cash. It also has over 30,000 5-star reviews. The Ridge wallet comes in a whole range of styles, including carbon fiber, forged carbon, titanium, and many other styles to suit your needs. Ridge also offers other great accessories like phone cases, bags, mobile charging, knives, and a lot of other great quality products. Take advantage of the free shipping so you can get it fast, free returns if you don't like it, and it comes with a lifetime guarantee. Get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/PIMPNITE. That's right, ridge.com/PIMPNITE, and use code PIMPNITE, link in the description. Thanks Ridge for the channel sponsor and to all those who have purchased their products. What's up YouTube? For today's video, we're the full Dance Moves Pokemon team. Boy oh boy, this team was off the charts. There are only 2 special attacking dance moves and all the rest are status. If you want to follow me on Twitch, make sure you do. That's where I do all my battles and take all my battles and all that sort of stuff. Alright, we got 2 battles today and I can tell you what people, this is quality content. I actually have been working on this team for a very, very long time. Then I sort of put it down because it was actually really difficult to do. We're going to battle here. This one was against Todd. I'm pretty sure this is on my live stream, or one of them was on the live stream, one of them was on the Ycom. I can't quite remember. So we got a Swampert lead here. I've got my Vileplume. So we've got Petal Dance, Teeter Dance, Sunny Day, and Sleep Powder. Let me explain what's going to go on with this, right? Because obviously there's only 2 special attacking moves that have dance in the name, right? So I did allow myself a little bit of status to make the battles a little bit more interesting and doable, right? So we got the Swampert swapping out there, and they're going to go into Lycanroc, which I found interesting. I was like, what's Lycanroc going to do to me, right? I've got the Sun up because I've got the Chlorophyll ability here. We've got max speed and max special attack, modest nature. Lycanroc is going to have a Focus Sash as the item, and then I seen the Fire Fountain with the Tough Claws in the sun, and Vileplume is going to get absolutely destroyed. Nothing I could have done there. At least I got rid of the Lycanroc Sash, right? So bye-bye Vileplume, it was real. Now, my next Pokemon here is Roselia, right? Now, this Roselia was bait, right? I swapped it in, right? But then I swapped the Altaria straight into, right? Because Altaria has a rocky helmet. More on the Roselia set as the battle goes on, right? So the Lycanroc is going to take that bait very nicely, and it's going to be going down. However, it does burn me with a Fire Fang, but it's not that big of a deal, right? Because Altaria can swap out, and Natural Cure will cure it. And that's what I'm going to be doing, right? Now, the next Pokemon here is the Swampert. So I'm thinking they've either got I think they've got Ice Beam. I'm going to swap my Altaria out because I don't want to get hit by an Ice Beam, and more on that Altaria set a little bit later on as well. Now, going into Roselia here, we got a Stealth Rock from the Swampert. So it's like, okay, that's fair enough. I thought they may go for an Ice Beam, though. I thought they, swapping that or an Ice move, right? So I've got Rain Dance here, obviously to power down Fire type. So I've got Petal Dance, Leech Seed, and Ingrain. What I'm going to be doing first, right, is going for a Leech Seed. I actually thought Swampert may swap out the Infuriating Grass move, but it stayed, and indeed, it did have a Ice Beam there. Do you see that, guys? Indeedy. Anyway, so I'm going to have probably a 3-hit KO from the Ice Beam there. It may turn into a 4-hit KO if I'm able to get up a Leech Seed and an Ingrain at the same time. Ingrain's a really cool move too, however, it does trap you in, so you can't swap out either. Just imagine, right, imagine you're a plant in real life, right? Some nice person comes along with a watering can, they put some water on your roots, and slowly over the years, right, your roots get really, really big, and they go deep in the ground, and then you can't move. That's what Ingrain is in real life. Anyway, so I'm going to get critted there by the Earthquake. This is a bulky Roselia on the physical side. We got max health and max defense, right? So it's very, very bulky. You can tank those physical hits really, really good there. It's already got nice base special defense in its evolution line, so I thought I'd go like a defensive one instead. So we got a Rindo Berry Swampert here, and it is going to be able to eat my Petal Dance there. However, the next one is most definitely going to take it out. Swampert is going to go for additional Ice Beam here to try and take me out. The only thing I was worried about was a crit, or of course, the dreaded freeze, which both of them didn't happen, which I was very fortunate about there. So we got some Ingrain healing, and we got some Leech Seed as well. And Swampert's only got a little bit of health left. I think this might be a French opponent, just judging on the ningos. Any French people or people that know French, let me know in the comment section. I'm pretty sure it's a French person. Anyway, we got the Swampert, obviously just staying into the Petal Dance. It was pretty much done. It only had a little bit of health, right? So Roselia is back to nearly half health there, and the next Pokemon here is Dragonish. Yeah, I'm sure this is a French Pokemon player, right? Because I know the Hydreigon is Dragonish, right? Dragonish is going to come in there with the Psychic Fangs, and Roselia is done. However, I do get the Poison Point, which is absolutely brilliant there. Now, the next strategy here is absolutely wild. So you're probably wondering, how am I going to make use of moves like Sword Dance without having an attacking move with Dance in the name? I come up with the people. I got some quality content for you. So we got Tapu Bulu here, and this Tapu Bulu set is really, really risky, but it was the only way to make use of these moves like Sword Dance, right? So the whole part of the strategy, what I was going to do, right, I was going to swap it in with the Grassy Terrain, get the Grassy Seed, making myself super bulky in defense. Max health, max defense, +1 in defense, right? We got Sword Dance, Power Swap, Swagger, and Leech Seed. Now, you might be able to see what I'm going to do here. If you don't, let me explain. What I'm going to do, right, is normally in most matchup, I'll either go for a Leech Seed at the start or I'll go for Sword Dance. I'll boost my attack, right, and then what I'll do after that is I'll go Power Swap and give that attack to the opponent, and then I'll go Swagger, and hopefully they hit themselves in confusion, and that was the way I could make use of Sword Dance by giving those boosts to the opponent, right? I thought that was a really cool idea to get around there being no physical attacking moves that have the word dance in them, right? They really need to do something about that. Oh, one other thing. I wasn't able to put Revelation Dance in this team out there because obviously we don't have any Oricorios. The screenshot at the start of the video was like, I'm pretty sure that was taken in like the Ultra Sun and Moon days, but finally we got around to it. Anyway, so this is scary, right? Dragonish, I'm getting destroyed by these nicknames here. These names is going to be confused, right? And I'm going to be just pretty much stalling it out right here. I mean, I had a little bit of a strategy with one other my Pokemon to maybe status this, but the Poison Point was appreciated, right? So I've got the boost up there, and I'm going to be giving them to this Dragonish. It is confused, and it is going to go for a crunch this time. I think they're trying to drop my defense because I was so bulky. Now, this is where the risk comes in, right? I'm going to go Power Swap. So what's going to happen there? My attacking boosts are now given to the Dragonish. So Dragonish now has +2 in attack, right? Which is going to be no joke. So even if it uses Scummiest Ren, right, it's going to hit me very, very hard, even though I'm very, very bulky, right? So we got the confusion on Dragonish. It's yet to hit itself yet. I really need to hit it like just once maybe. Tapu Bulu just hangs on 13 health there, and I managed to get a Leech Seed up there. Now, in the second battle, I did change my moveset up a little bit there and some of my items, but I'll let you know those changes, when they do that, because both of the sets work really, really nicely. They were only just very, very small changes, though. So getting some Leech Seed recovery there, and we got some extra damage on the poison. The bad thing about this was the poison damage was great, but the Grassy Terrain was healing it as well, so it sort of worked against each other. So Dragonish is going to be able to take me out this turn, and finally it hits itself in confusion and does some damage. That Sword Dance Power Swap making a big difference there. Now what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to go for another Swagger there. This thing's going to have like +4 in attack now. If it hits itself, it's done. If it hits me, I'm definitely done. But I've almost got it to the point, right, where it's going to actually go down to the poison damage, because I've got this Leech Seed, right, and this is actually almost like the last turn. Yeah, this is the last turn of the Grassy Terrain, right? So I could probably swap something in here and just get rid of it, which will be very, very nice there. So got the grass disappearing from the field finally there, and Tapu Bulu, I just went for Swagger this turn. I was like, if I go down, I go down. It is what it is, right? And then it hits itself in confusion for the second time, so we finally make use of Sword Dance without using a physical attacking move. Only on PIMPNITE channel, people, will you see Power Swap, Sword Dance, Swagger, Leech Seed, Tapu Bulu, right? With that little Grassy Seed. So we got the Roselia coming in. I mean the Rose Raid. Sorry, getting my roses mixed up. And this is going to be one big Rose Raid. So at this stage, right, Dynamax Poisons thing is going to take your boy out, right? It doesn't really matter, though, because I pretty much took one Pokemon out, and that was the goal of this Tapu Bulu set. Like, if I could beat one Pokemon, or just at least use my strategy once, I was happy, right? So Roselia is going to go for a Max Ooze here, definitely coming off Poison Sting, and that is going to demolish my Tapu Bulu now. They've probably got something like Sludge Bomb, right? They're not me. So Tapu Bulu is obviously going to go down here. I've got 3 more Pokemon left. Now, on this team, right, there are a lot of support Pokemon, and there are Pokemon that can do some damage, right? This is a support Pokemon, Cresselia. This set is pretty wild. So we've got Sleep Talk, Rest, Lunar Dance, and Psycho Shift. Now, the idea of this set, right, is actually put the opponent to sleep. What Psycho Shift does, as the name suggests, it shifts status, right? So I want to kind of put myself to sleep, go Sleep Talk, and hopefully not get Rest, and then get Psycho Shift. What will happen then, my sleep status will transfer to the opponent and then I'll wake up. It's a really, really cool move. I actually used to do this one in 4th gen. It's a very, very interesting strategy there. And obviously the item I've got in this one is Toxic Orb too. I changed between Toxic Orb and Flame Orb. Say if I did want to put myself to sleep, right, I could always, pass a burn on to the opponent or a poison, right? So I thought this would be a fun thing to do. And say if I've got a lower amount of health, I could go for Lunar Dance there using my dance move and maybe heal up one of my other more offensive Pokemon on this team. Not that there were really many. There was only like 2 to 3, right? So we got the Roselia. I get the Psycho Shift off with Arrest and Sleep Talk, which was absolutely amazing. And now it's going to close its little green peepers. I'm going to swap out my Cresselia here, and I'm going to go into Volcarona. Easily the best Pokemon on this team because it's got Quiver Dance and it's got Fiery Dance, right? So I had half a chance to get back into this game. Now, the only thing that was bad about this, if the opponent didn't have like a fire type move. The other moves I gave it were Morning Scum and Subdue. They were just status moves, right? And of course, I've only got Fiery Dance there as my attacking move. It's got a 50% chance to boost your special attack too. So if I got a Quiver Dance up and a Fiery Dance boost, it was dropping a lot of damage there, right? Now, the item on this one, you probably already guessed, is Heavy Duty Boots. That Stealth Rock would have been straight nasty, right? So down goes to Roselia. Next Pokemon is another Volcarona. It's a Volcarona. It's a battle of the moths, right? Like, what you do, right, is you put 2 moths on each side of the field and you put, like, I don't know, like a light bulb in the middle and they'd, like, fly towards it, that sort of stuff. Anyway, so we got a big old Dynamax Volcarona here. Now, what I'm going to do, right, I've got the special attack advantage. So I'm going to go Max Flare here and take this out in one shot. They've only got 1 more Pokemon left, right? Which is, I want to get this dub, right? I've got pretty much all of my Pokemon strategies pop off in this battle. So go for the Max Flare there on the Volcarona. Volcarona's got pretty good special defense and it just managed to live. That was so disappointing. I missed that KO. However, the sun is up. Now, unfortunately, to my dismay, this Volcarona is going to go for a Quiver Dance itself. So it is now going to be able to outspeed me. Plus, it's actually got a, it's got a fire type move as well. So that does a lot of damage here. If I wasn't in Dynamax, I say that would have probably one-shot me or very, very close, right? So go for another Max Flare there, and the Volcarona is going to go down there. I won the Moth Battle, people. I did it. Now, the last Pokemon is Regirock, and I was thinking, wow, this is going to be able to I think this is going to be able to tank my move. If it's got Assault Vest or something nasty like that, it's going to be able to easily do that. So go for the Max Play anyway. It does like a little bit over 3/4 damage there. And Regirock's going to go for a Stone Miss, which is actually going to be a Stone Hit. And Volcarona is going to go down. Nothing I could have done there. A very good counter of those rock types. Man, Volcarona's so scared by them. Okay, all I've got left now, things are absolutely desperate. I've got Altaro, which you haven't seen yet. And let me show you this one. This doesn't have any attacking moves either. It's got Feather Dance, Dragon Dance, Roost, and Perish Song. So the idea with this set is to obviously Perish Trap the last Pokemon and spam Feather Dance, right? Feather Dance actually drops the attack by 2 stages, and Dragon Dance makes me speedy, so I thought I could make use of these moves without having any attacking move, right? So popping that Perish Song off there, and I'm thinking, okay, well, Stone Edge is coming away, that's fine. I've still got Cresselia Arrest, and then Regirock's going to go for Arrest. I'm like, uh-oh. Okay, the good thing is here, I've got Perish on it, which is very, very good, right? Now, Cresselia has already taken some damage already, so I'm thinking I might be able to pass a Lunar Dance onto this Regirock. Now, Regirock can have 2 abilities, right? It can have Clear Body or Sturdy, and it obviously has Sturdy because Feather Dance did go through. So I'm like, this is really good. If it had Clear Body, that would have been real bad because I would have definitely got hit by, a Stone Edge or like another Curse, then Stone Edge. So they're going to boost their attack by 1 stage and the defense by 1 stage. At the moment, they're still at -1. So this is really, really good. I could actually potentially swap in Cresselia here. We got 3 minutes of the battle, by the way. And then I could go for a Lunar Dance, pass that Lunar Dance back onto my Altaria. It'll be at full health, and then I can outspeed the Regirock and just spam Feather Dance for the dub, right? So here comes the Stone Mist there. It lands, and Cresselia eats that like a snack, right? So I do have the Toxic Orb here. I probably will go down in 1 more turn, but there's only 1 more turn left. I'm going to go to the moon, people. We're going to fly up to the moon, and we're going to heal the Altaria. However, before it gets healed, that is the end of the Perish Song count of 3, and that is the battle, people. Hope you really enjoyed that one. That was awesome. I just can't believe how I got all my strategies to mostly work there. Nearly got the Lunar Pass onto the Altara there at the end. Thank you to the battle, Todd, if this was you on stream or on the YCOM. And let's get on to the second battle. This is a battle against Amazon Evan. This one, I'm pretty sure this one was on my Twitch and the other one was on YCOM now. I think about it. Okay, same team here. There are a couple of differences in items in and a couple of moves too, but I'll let you know what those ones out throughout the battle. So we've got a Jinx lead here. I'm thinking, okay, well, Ice move definitely come away, and then Jinx pops a Sweet Scent. On your PIMPNITE channel, Sweet Sense Jinx, people. This is content. Now, I'm thinking, right, Jinx is coming in for a big kiss, right? It's coming at me with those sweet kisses. It's gonna kiss me 69 million times. Anyway, bro, I've got the lead sheet up. Things are pretty good right now. I'm pretty sure I could tank at least one Blizzard, but then it pops a physical Ice Punch set, and it's pretty quality there. It's a quality 3-hit KO. So getting the ingrain up, and I've got the lead sheet up, right? So things are looking pretty good right now. I could spam Petal Dance, and I should be able to take this thing out, unless it's got some other scummy move or it freezes me with Ice Punch, right? That's always the thing that can happen, right? So Jinx has got some damage there on the lead set. I'm going to get some little bit of health back there, which is nice. And here comes the Zen Headbutt. So that's pretty nice there. They've got this. They actually did a fair bit of damage there. And it's got a chance to flinch you too. Unfortunately, I'm going to get a Petal Dance off there, and that does a lot of damage to Jinx right now. This Jinx has got Sweet Scent, right? Sweet Scent is obviously going to enable it to land those Zen Headbutts like 100% of the time, right? And it has a flinch chance too, so it's pretty smart. And it's also got the Ice Punch for like dual coverage too, which is nice there. So here comes another Zen Headbutt. Rosalie is not going to be able to live that one. However, guess what? I get another Poison Point there, and Jinx is actually going to go down with the Poison Point damage. So that was a stalemate beginning there, but man, what a first turn. Like, that was a crazy 1v1 there, right at the end there. So Jinx is going to go down, and so is my Rosalie. A double KO, I guess you could say. Next Pokemon is U-Jelly. I mean, I would have been U-Jelly there if I didn't get the Poison Point. I'm going to be real with you. All right, next Pokemon is Tapu Bulu. Here we go with this disaster again. This was an absolute disaster, right? This is a prime example how things went pear-shaped real quick, right? So at this stage, right, I'm going to swap it in. I'm going to get the grassy terrain up. I'm going to get my little seed there, getting that +1 on defense. Now, Jellicent is going to swap out, probably thinking I'm going to go for, like, I don't know, an Absorb. And in comes Melmetal. So I'm like, oh, no, not Melmetal. This is not a Pokemon I wanted to see with this strategy, right? So I go for a Sword Dance. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to power swap Sword Dance to Melmetal. And then I'm going to have to Swagger it. This is very dangerous. And then it was a Melmetal D-Max, right? So I'm like, man, this is not good. Like, yeah, I'm going to be giving this thing attack stats, right? This is me hoping it's like a special one, right? So we got a big old Melmetal here, and this thing like already has great attack already. I wasn't sure, like, if it was a special one, right, I'm going to get hit pretty hard because, remember, I'm running a very bulky in defense one. So anyway, we're going to go for Power Swap there, and it's going to go for a Max Steel Spike, and that's obviously going to be super effective, and it drops me in one shot. I'm like, man, I'm not really sure what it is at this stage, right, because I did give it +2 in attack. It's got great attack. I wasn't sure if it's what it was going to be, though. I was thinking it was like a 50-50 right now. Next Pokemon is going to be Cresselia, right? I'm pretty sure I can tell you what it's going to be from this. So they're going to go for Max Guard there. I went for Rest just to stall out the next move because there's not much I can do here. Unfortunately, I've got the Toxic Orb here, right? And I can't Psycho Shift a Toxic status to a Steel-type Pokemon, so all I can do is put it to sleep. So here comes the Melmetal's G-Max Steel Spike again. Judging on the damage of that, I definitely am now thinking that it's a special set because a physical would have actually nearly taken me out there, right? Now, my Cresselia's EVs, that was a max health, and I split the defense as special defense. I think I went like Impish or Sassy, one of those. I just split everything up and max health with this set, right? So going for a rest there, I want to get that Psycho Shift. I want to get that Sleep onto the Melmetal. Now, the thing about this set is it's very, very dangerous, right? Because I could actually pick... These are the moves I can pick. I can pick Rest, I can pick Psycho Shift, or I can pick Lunar Dance. So it's like... It's very risky if I do get one of those moves, right? And guess what? I get Lunar Dance. So Lunar Dance is going to kick in, right? Cresselia is going to feign itself because I've got Pokémon remaining, and I completely wasted that. It is what it is, people. I had to run Psycho Shift and Lunar Dance. It was a very, very risky set. So goodbye, Cresselia. It was this battle was an absolute disaster so far. Like Tapu Bulu trolled, Cresselia troll, right? Okay, so now we're going to go to Vileplume, and let me tell you, people, the battle did not get any better from here. So we got the Melmetal popping an Ice Beam. It is a special set there, doing over half health there to my Vileplume. I'm going to go for the Sleep Powder, and it lands. I'm like, okay, good. Finally, a little bit of good luck there. What can I really do to Melmetal? I'm going to need to hit this with, like, I'm going to be real with you. It's probably going to be about a 10-hit KO with Petal Dance, right? And I need to get a lot of damage. So I was like, let's go for Teeter Dance, right? Let's spin that Melmetal right round, baby. And maybe it'll hit itself for confusion. from the attack boost that I gave it. That could be very, very good and beneficial to taking it out, right? So Melmetal is going to wake up, it's going to open its nut, and it's going to fire a beam of ice out of it, and Vileplume goes down. It's a disaster. Oh, man, I've only got 2 more Pokemon left. Now, the last Pokemon I've got left is Volcarona and Altaria. Volcarona is my only hope at even getting back into this game, right? So popping that Quiver Dance up here, I thought, you know what? It's a special Melmetal, only on PIMPNITE's channel. I can go for a Quiver Dance here easy, right? I should be able to set up, unless they're hiding like a sneaky physical move, right? So Melmetal is going to pop up a Steel Beam here. Steel Beam looks really cool, especially how Melmetal looks like it fires it out of its nut. Anyway, so it does 2 damage to me, and of course they're going to take some recoil from that as well. So they're going to go down to another Steel Beam. So I thought, I should just go for another Quiver Dance here, right? Now they're going to go for Protect. Okay, that's cool. I've got another Quiver Dance here. What I can do is I can get 2 Quiver Dances up, and I don't want to risk a crit or anything like that, because this is my only hope of getting back into the battle. Like, Altaria can only use Perish Song, and what's that going to do against like the last 5 Pokemon, right? It didn't have a way of trapping them in either, and it couldn't swap if it was the last Pokemon. So go for Fiery Dance there, and Melmetal is going to go down, which is great there. And also I get an additional special attack boost too. So at this stage, I've got +3 in special attack. So that is going to be hitting very, very hard. So in comes you, Jelly. And I tell you what, people, this is where the battle starts to ramp up. So I'm going to go for the Fiery Dance here, hoping I can get another special attack boost, right? It does pretty good damage. I was happy with that. I do not get a special attack boost. And here comes a physical Jellicent. I nearly called it a physical Jelly. And I get lived on 1 health, and I've got a Flame Body at the same time. You would not read about this. People, this is the only place you can get this sort of content, right? Living on 1 health, burning the opponent, and man, with a physical Jellicent as well. It's all happening right now. And what I did right, I decided to go for the Desperation Dynamax. My next attack would not take it out, so I need a little bit of extra like power boost to take Jellicent out. Jellicent, even when you're running like a mean physical set, right, it's still quite bulky like in its stats, right? So I'm going to get that extra 1 health, which is going to change everything in this battle. And now I'm going to go for the Max Flare. And also, if I do take Jellicent out, I can set the sun up. Firstly, I went for Max Guard just to get a little bit of burn damage there and see what it was going to do. And I went for Poltergeist. It's like, okay, Poltergeist, and it's got the leftovers as the item. So leftovers and the burns pretty much going to put it around, you know, where it was before. And I got to see what it was going to do there. So the only bad thing is I am on 1 health, and I am scared of 1 Pokemon that has yet to come out here. So go for the Max Flare, and it is enough to take it out. That was absolutely wild there. So getting up the sun on the field, and I've got all these special attack boosts, and I've got 1 more turn of Dynamax too. So goodbye, Jellicent. That was I can't believe I lived that. The merch is available, people. So the next Pokemon this is a Sparta. I went for the Max Guard. I thought there might be a first impression coming my way, but instead it popped a Focus Miss on 2 health. The disrespect was real. So Volcarona is going to be going down. It's out of its Dynamax now. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to attack this. I'm going to go for a Morning Scum here. Focus Miss is going to do nothing. I think this is a special Phalanx, only on PIMPNITE's channel, right? So go for that Morning Scum. I get 3/4 of my health left, and Focus Miss is going to land this time. And you know what? It actually does pretty fire damage to me because it critical hits me. So it almost puts me back to where I was before, getting that juicy crit there. So I'm like, okay, what should I do? Should I just take this thing out, or should I go for another Morning Sun and hope they miss? I thought, you know, Focus Miss being Focus Miss, right? It's got to miss eventually, so let's go for another Morning Sun, right? So getting a little bit more health back, and now the Phalanx is going to go for a no retreat. So I'm like, okay, I cannot let this hit me with another attack, because if it crits me, I'm done, right? I've got to go for Fiery Dance this time. I'm sure I should be able to take it out with, like, even with a +3 in, or when you take into the opponent's special defense boost, add like +2, right? So go for that Fiery Dance, and that Phalanx is going to be going down, and I get an additional +1 in special attack too. So I'm sitting pretty at +4 in special attack, right? So that's pretty crazy. Now we got 2 more Pokemon to go, and we got the Jurassic King, and I'm thinking, oh no, here we go. I'm going to go for a Substitute here because Fiery Dance is actually quad resist, right? And here comes a special Ancient Power set. Oh, no. I'm thinking this is definitely going to break my sub. If anything, like, this is going to absolutely destroy me, right? So I've got no choice here. I've got to go for the Fiery Dance, and I really have to hope for a critical hit here because this thing is going to be able to tank it. And even with +4 in special attack, it takes it very, very well. And here comes the Ancient Power. And this actually was a Choice Specs Tyrantrum, Modest Nature, and Volcarona gets dropped there. I tried, people, for the Volcarona clutch. It almost came through. The last Pokemon here is the Altaria. I want to tear it to pieces with Altaria. Altaria to pieces, get it? Anyway, so next Pokemon is the Orbeetle, right? It's going to be swapping in here, and I went for a Dragon Dance, right? Because I wanted to at least try and outspeed this and stall it out to the end of the battle. Like, I thought I might be able to take one more Pokemon with me, right? So I've got a +1 in speed and 1 in attack, which of course is going to do nothing, right? So popping that Perishong off there, we got 2 minutes off this game left. Orbeetle's going to go for agility itself. I'm like, okay, it's going to be a speedy Orbeetle. Man, that shine looks really cool. I like those little ladybug wings, and then it's got those those little green, like, pulsating circles on it. Anyway, back to the battle. It's going to be a physical set. It's going to go for Zen Headbutt. Honestly, it's another scummy fletching set. What I could do here is I went for Feather Dance anyway. I wasn't sure if it's going to be special or physical, but that is going to drop the Orbeetle's attack. So pretty much here, I wish I could have swapped them in and had another Pokemon to swap out, but Orbeetle can easily swap out and easy swap back in the Tyrantrum. So like, okay, what's Tyrantrum going to do? I want to see if I can actually live this next attack, right? I know that it's going to use a special move, right? What is it going to be? Is it going to be like Drake or Meteor? So I outsped it because remember, I've got a Dragon Dance up there. 53 seconds of the battle left. Roost is going to get me all the way back up to full here. They're going to drop the Draco on my Altaria, and I'm thinking, okay, let's see if I can live this. I want to see if I can live this Specs, Drake, or Meteor. And I do on 69 health there. And that, my friends, is the second battle. I really hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I'm going to fall down to the Perishlon. But what 2 amazing battles with this very limited, difficult team. I'll catch you tomorrow for some more videos. Peace out, people.